Hey everybody, my name is Miss Wright and I'm so excited to finally be able to talk to you guys. I'm coming at you today with a mini lesson on claims and evidence. So to get right into it, big question, what is a claim, you all ask me? Not to worry, I googled it. A claim is a statement that is arguable and can be proven with evidence. It's often the answer to a question. In your case, it's going to be the answer to our questions that we're asking you. And big point, it is not an opinion. It is not an I think. It's not an I believe. It is something you are saying with your chest. Oh, Miss Wright, how are we going to be confident enough to say it with our chest? I'll tell you. I'm so glad you asked. Evidence. You have to be able to back up what you're saying with evidence. So, to answer questions about texts, we ask you the question, you answer it with a claim, and you have to back it up with evidence in the text. A really kind of ridiculous real life example of this would be if maybe your friend asked you, is it a good idea if I were to step on a pile of Legos barefoot? That's the question they're asking you. The claim that you would make that answers their question is, no, you should not step on a pile of Legos barefoot. Now that might be obvious enough and a satisfactory answer for the two of you. But if there was somebody else in your conversation who didn't have any prior knowledge of, Legos or feet, you would have to explain to them, you should not step on a pile of Legos barefoot. Two solid pieces of evidence to back this up are, it's really going to hurt your foot, and you could actually injure yourself. So that's simple. Point blank, period. Question, claim, evidence. And so this is what we're going to be asking you to do in your discussion this week. So really good evidence that backs up the claims that you're going to be making are really specific details and concrete examples. Direct quotes from the story are great. So a really kind of simplified example of something we're going to be asking you to do within your story. I'm actually going to grab it and read off of it right here. You don't have to follow along. Just listen. So the main character's name is Priya, and she's really shy in school. So if we were to have asked you, why is Priya shy in school, you could go through all the pages to find solid evidence. Well, first off, you have to come up with a claim after having read the story. Why is Priya shy in school? Your claim would be, Priya is shy in school because she feels like she doesn't fit in with her classmates. And then as I'm going through, I've kind of marked and underlined a few different little pieces of the story that back up my claim that Priya feels like she doesn't fit in with her students and her peers. Oh, now if I can find what I underlined. So there are a couple places where she mentions, she's been mute in school for 3 months. She hasn't talked to anybody. At roll call, she raises her hand, but she doesn't say here. One part in the story, Priya, she uses the wrong word for something and everybody in class laughs at her, so she stops talking. Another example, she says, I'm becoming comfortable in my silent cocoon. So she stopped talking and she's slowly just becoming quieter and more reserved. Another instance in the book, she says, my English doesn't sound like Jane's. What if she doesn't understand me? What if I make a fool of myself again? Some of her, inner thoughts. What am I doing? I don't belong. I don't know anyone. My clothes aren't stylish. They were made by my mother. They don't look like anyone else's. There's another part in the story where she realizes that her hair doesn't look like anyone else's. So, in this instance, where we're asking you, why is Priya shy in school? And the claim would be, she feels like she doesn't fit in. And then you would use all those concrete examples in the story to illustrate why Priya feels like she doesn't fit in with her classmates, and this is why she's shy in school and, not talking to anybody. So that would be, just a real short example of what we're going to be having you do in the discussion. So yeah, big things to remember. Make your claim, say it with your chest, back it up with evidence. I will talk to you guys soon.